Hello, this is Max Miller
Cameron Whistle.
and we are interviewing Tom Miller.
Uh, we're here at the little gym with Tom Miller, the owner. We just have a few questions to ask you today.
All right.
First off, what service does your gym provide?
We offer gymnastics, dance, sports skills classes for children aged 4 months up to 12 years. We also offer kinder music classes to children from birth to age 5. We also offer birthday parties and parent survival nights.
What makes your business unique?
I think the thing that makes us unique is that it's gymnastics geared toward children, and it is non-competitive. We make the experience all about the development of the kid. We want to develop them both physically, mentally, and socially. So our curriculum is designed to bring out those different aspects of development. The other thing is it's also, music is a very big part of the classes. Every class has songs and that go along with the activities. So I think that's what really makes it unique.
Would you suggest a person get into debt to start a new business, or would you suggest that they save their money up?
I think it's much easier to start without debt. When you start with debt, you already know that you're going to have a monthly payment to pay off the interest and sometimes the principal for that debt. When you use savings or some other investment to start it, you're really kind of starting from scratch. So you don't have to worry about putting out cash every month to pay the debt. So I think it's much easier to work from savings or an investment.
Was your family very supportive? Did anyone tell you not to do this?
Nobody really told me not to do it. And I think my family was supportive. I've had different ideas about going into business or running a business in the past, so it wasn't anything that was new. And when I told my wife that I was going to do this, she just said, "Are you going to do it? Are you really going to do it this time?" Because I have had other times when I was thinking about buying a business, and then I would end up finding another full-time job, and the idea just kind of went to the back burner. So they were supportive.
Is your business a sole proprietorship or a partnership?
It's actually a corporation. Because of the way I invested to start it, I actually had to set it up as a corporation rather than as a partnership or a LLC.
Also, is it a limited liability company? Wait, no, we already did that. So we'll just edit that out.
Yeah, edit that out. What kind of customers or clients were or are you hoping to attract?
We're looking to attract parents of young children. That can be a household where the mom is home or the dad is home and they can come in during the week for classes. We also offer classes on Saturdays and Sundays, which really works well for the families where both parents work. And we have parent-child classes that start from 4 months and go up to about 3 years, where the parents are actually in the gym participating in the activities as well. We actually like to get the parent-child classes full, because then they will stay with our program longer. They will age up into other classes.
Do you put in more or less hours than you had originally expected?
I would say more. This isn't my full-time job, and I don't work in the gym. I have the people that had worked here before I bought the gym still work here, but I do find myself just with all the different activities of hiring people, training people, marketing the business, the operations of it, the finances of it. It all takes more time than I thought it would. Even though somebody else is really handling if we're hiring somebody else is doing the work to find that person and bring them on board. I I still have to oversee everything, and that's definitely taken more time than I thought it would.
What is most rewarding about running a business? What is the most challenging thing about running a business?
I think the most rewarding is seeing the children, how happy they are when they come here, interacting with the staff. Our group of employees are particularly energetic just because they are working with children. So there's no negativity at all. That's the one thing I'll say, both at this gym and with, when I go to the conventions of all the gyms around the country. Very, very positive people, and just seeing how the children are so happy and the progress that they make and how they interact and really develop relationships with the instructors. That's pretty rewarding. Challenging part, of course, is just probably more so just the financial part, just watching over all the expenses. Certain expenses are a given, rent, a certain amount of payroll, and those are the largest expenses, and they're somewhat inflexible, but that's probably the most challenging thing, is the financial part.
How have the local, state, and national government actions affected your business?
Really, nothing has really affected us. I think we probably, and I did not own the gym when the economy turned down in 2009 and 10, and as it was coming back from that, I do understand that a lot of the gyms around the country struggled during that time just because the economy was down. But right now, I think our biggest challenge is really more of getting the word out, getting our members who are coming to class to refer other families that they know to come to the gym. So it's really, there's nothing governmental that affects us. It's really just more of marketing and sales that are the challenges.
How do you think running and or marketing your business has changed in the past 10 years?
I know, and I've only owned the business for a couple years, but I know I can see where things are going. The advertising is very oriented towards social media and online. There are still some gyms around the country that do print advertising and send out direct mail, but we did that once when I first bought the gym, and it did not produce the results that we thought. We seem to have better results with social media campaigns, constant contact, email blasts, and things of that nature. So that's how I see it going. The other thing too is the Little Gym International, the franchising group, is redeveloping our website so that it's more easily used with devices. So it can be used with iPhones, Androids, iPads, notebooks. So there's a whole redevelopment so that someone can do a search on their phone for a little gym and then find information about our gym in this area.
Have you made plans to sell your business when you retire? Why or why not?
I haven't really made plans since it's fairly new. I know I'm still going to have to work for a while, so I really have not made plans to sell it, although I know that is a possibility someday that I would sell it, and if certain things happen and if something else becomes more attractive, there's a possibility that I could decide to sell it and then buy something else.
What advice would you give another person who wants to start a business?
For one, I would say be prepared to work more and harder than you thought you were going to. There are things that will come up that are unplanned that will just suck time away from doing more productive things. So I do find that happening. I would say have a good financial plan, have a good realistic forecast of the revenue levels and the expense levels, and make sure that you've got sufficient cash, sufficient money to invest into the business, to keep it going, and keep it going if things don't go as well as you think they will. So it's just a lot of planning, a lot of planning for contingencies, and just be ready to work longer than you thought.
Since 85% of all businesses close within 5 years, what makes you think that yours will survive?
I think we're in a good spot because of the demographics of the city of Mason. There's still a lot of families. It's very densely populated. We're not out in the country, so big school system, lots of kids, and I think most people are capable of sending parents who both work, or maybe even one parent that works. It is an affordable program that we offer. So I think we are in good shape.
If you could do it all again, what would you do differently?
I'm not sure I would do anything differently. I think the biggest difference between what I thought it was going to be and what it is probably just the amount of hours and just the different things that I get involved with that I didn't expect to. So I'm not sure I would do anything differently.
Is there anything that we haven't asked you that you believe is important?
I think your questions are pretty comprehensive. The one thing, I guess the other thing I'll say is it is a franchise business, and because it's a franchise business, I have people from the Little Gym International headquarters and all the other owners around the country that I can tap into for advice. I get a weekly call with one of the consultants from the Little Gym International, and they keep tabs on whole groups of gyms. So that has been a big help, and I know just from looking at other franchises don't really offer that kind of level of support for their franchisees. So that's one thing that I'll say about the Little Gym franchises. They're very the level of support from the headquarters is really good.
So that is all the questions we have for you. Thank you for your time.